Hey guys, welcome back to Ride Along Vaults. In this real police body cam footage, officers confront a Home Depot employee suspected of stealing thousands of merchandise. What starts as a calm conversation quickly unravels as police uncover critical evidence during a car search. This breakdown provides commentary and analysis for public awareness, law enforcement education, and accountability under fair use. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy, and let's get into it. On January 17th, 2023, officers were called to a Home Depot for a string of ongoing employee thefts reaching up to thousands of dollars.
So we have two situations. Which one are you here for?
The money.
Yes, you're with me.
We just
Or
have
the guy
another.
in the parking lot.
Okay.
So she submitted and signed an affidavit saying she should take at least $3,000.
You guys have the video footage of
Of
it?
her taking money. Yes. They
Every
have it all
every
on the phone.
single.
Yeah, they did all the transactions. We actually thought it was more about 5, but she admitted to 3. But we have it back here. I have to notify her we're terminating her, and I would like to prosecute, and I would like to walk her out in cuffs.
I don't know. We'll see what we're gonna do here. But most likely she's gonna leave it in cuffs.
So, based on that conversation between the Home Depot manager and the police officer, you can hear that the Home Depot manager is not happy. They thought the amount came out to $5,000, but it did end up coming out to $3,000. She said that she wants this employee prosecuted, as well as taken out in handcuffs, which would be embarrassing for the employee, but that is what happens when you steal.
Through this door, so you're not going through my whole break room.
These rights I just explained to you. Okay. So when did this start taking place? Do you remember? If you had to take an educated guess, like was it like a month ago, a couple weeks ago, a few weeks ago? Okay. And so what were we doing a few weeks ago? How much? Okay. Are you a cashier or customer service? So you're around the cashier's area, so you do take returns and take people, you check people out, stuff like that? Okay. It's been going on for a few weeks now. How are we doing this? Like, explain to me so I can better understand how we went from working here to slightly taking some cash out at a time.
It wasn't a thought process, I just did it.
How are we doing it though?
I opened the register and take it.
Were we checking someone out when we were doing it, or were you just randomly go to the register, open it up, take out? Were you taking out like $20 at a time, or $100 you were taking $100 out at a time, every single time? Okay, so every single time you did it, you were taking money, $100 out every single time. Okay. And how much would you say you took from the tills? Over 2,000? Have you ever? What'd you do with the cash after you took every time you took the 100 out?
I used it.
What were you using it on?
I was gonna use it for my grandmother.
What were you gonna buy her?
I was gonna buy her because she's just sick right now. It wasn't a thought process, I just did it.
I gotcha. So you're taking the money for your grandma so you can spend it on her. Does your grandma take care of you? And you thought it'd be nice to kind of treat her?
It wasn't a treat, she's just sick.
She's sick? So you're helping pay for medical bills or something, or? Yeah? Okay. Is there anything else that you can remember about when you took the $100 at a time? Were you taking them, let's focus on the money now. Were you taking like 20s, or were you taking a $100 bill? So it was a $100 bill every time. Okay. And you said it's up to $2,000. You took over $2,000. I know this is hard for you, Destiny, but I need a verbal, okay, or head shake or something. Okay.
New
Is
message.
there anything that you want to add to what you told me? No. And was it? Let me ask you this: when you were taking the money from the tills, was it only at the cashier's area? Did you go to any other tills and take them, or?
It was just but where the department I work in.
So just that customer service then?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I add something? Can I ask her a question?
Absolutely.
Okay, so when we just talked a few minutes ago, right, we talked about you taking the cash from the registers. It was more than $100 each time, right? So last night, you talked about yesterday, what you took from the registers, right? Was over $1,000, right? Okay, he needs to know that.
Oh, I added the.
I know, you didn't understand when he said hundreds.
Oh, so you were taking. So
Yes, sorry.
let me break it down for you. So let's say this is my till, right? Up at customer service. I open it up and I'm just taking $100 out and
No,
putting.
I took more than just.
You took more? Did you? Now it was happening every time you did it?
Yes.
So you took all the hundreds out of the tills, are you telling me? And that would add up to whatever amount that you took out of there. Do you remember what the first time you did it, do you remember what the total amount was that you took out?
No.
Do you remember at any time how much you took out every time you went to the till?
There usually isn't hundreds in there. Some are 2 to 4.
2 to 4. So we're talking a couple $100 every time we took money out from the cashiers. Okay.
So in our discussion, we talked about the dollar amount, right? And she wrote a written statement of $3,000, right? Okay, that's important to tell him, okay?
Do we have any of this money? Did it go into your bank account, anything like that? You just kept all the cash? Do you still have any of that cash left? Anything that you've taken from Home Depot, you spent all of it?
I would give it back if I had it.
I gotcha. And to be more descriptive, what were we spending it on for Grandma?
I was just paying some of her stuff off.
I'm sorry, what?
Just paying some of her things off.
What kind of things were you paying off?
I don't know what bill specifically. I live with her and my uncle doesn't do anything for her. So.
Okay.
And some of it were her bills, and then we've been waiting. My grandfather passed away a year ago, so I've also wanted to help with the headstone for that too.
Okay. So we're helping pay for the headstones and
It's just
medical bills
the
for
bills and
Grandma.
headstone, the bills and headstone,
Okay.
but
Let me-
mostly the bills.
So this has been going on for a while. She's been taking copious amounts of money. So we have statements for you, we have video for you, we have, just a packet for you that CIT puts together. So once we get 2 or 3 hits on this, we send it to the Central Investigation Team. They go in, they pull all the video, they pull everything that they need, and they send me a packet. And then we go in and we
Investigate it a little bit
interview her.
more.
So she is young, she was 19, so she's not a minor. Do you do the diversion program?
For stuff like this, no.
Okay, I'm just
This
curious.
is a felony amount. I'll be honest.
That's what I thought. I just
She's
wanted
gonna
to.
probably leave in handcuffs.
Well,
today.
that's what she should leave in.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's what happens when
But-
you steal cash from your
Yeah.
business.
And her not being truthful, she was truthful with us and then not truthful with you. That's why.
And I'll read all the statements. I can put your hand down. All right, so go ahead and from the best, without looking through the folder and everything like that, because I'll look through that and we'll go through that together in a little bit. But from the best of your knowledge, just tell me from the start dates until what led up today.
Okay, so about, I'd say a week and a half ago, I received an email from the Central Investigation Team in regard to Destiny. We had cash shortages. Every other day we had cash shortages. So once they did their investigation, they determined that Destiny could clearly be seen on camera, popping up in the register with a cash strip boy. and removing cash, placing it in her right pocket. At that point, they put the packet together. We made an appointment to come and see her today. We sat down with her, discussed exactly what happened. She admitted to taking $3,000 worth of money from the registers, stated it was for her grandmother. She's written a statement. I have a statement, and so does the other witness, and that's what happened.
Okay. And you've never witnessed her or anything like that, her taking actual money?
No, not live, just on video.
Just on the video? Okay. And to your knowledge, she's been taking large sums of cash,
Yes. So yesterday,
every time?
Yes, sir. Yesterday we had a $1,200 shortage, and when I spoke to her about that today, she said yes, she did indeed.
Whatever information that you can provide from the beginning to the end up to today, just go ahead with it.
Absolutely. So I proceeded to start looking at video to start seeing what was going on, and then I was able to observe today yesterday's transactions. So yesterday's transactions basically was the individual in question was at the register. She would start pacing back and forth, look around, look left, look right, then proceed to start accessing the register without having a customer present. That's automatically a red flag because there's no reason to touch the register if there's no one in front of you.
Correct.
She proceeded to then, with no explanation, open the register, reach in, grab several high dollar bills, place them in her palm and put it into the pocket of her apron or her front right pocket. This happened twice yesterday. Now, part of that journal that register gives you an unexplained total dollar amount of how much money is missing from the registers. She impacted two different registers in her yesterday shift. One of them was $533, I believe, and the second one was $1,200 and change.
So roughly, yesterday she took about $1,800.
If I had to guess, I would say approximation, yes, north of 1,500, less than 2,000.
So I'm just gonna ask you a couple more questions, and then I'm gonna make a phone call, okay? I'm gonna look at some footage, and then we're gonna proceed from there, okay? So, you are on multiple occasions, okay? It seems like at least 5 different days, okay? You were seen on camera taking multiple, plethora of money from the tills, okay? And I need to get an exact dollar amount. And someone who takes cash, they go home and count it, okay? I know you went home and counted it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Because you just didn't take the money and then go, oh, I'm just gonna spend this. So I need you, to the best of your knowledge, to just give me the best estimated number of how much money that you took. Are we talking like $3,000? How much? 3? Because from what I'm seeing, we're talking more than that. I mean, alone yesterday, you took about $1,800. Okay, I think you know that. You went home and counted it probably last night, right? Okay. So every other night, how much? And I know it's been months, but if you had to take the best guess possible, I mean, because one shift, you took $1,800. Okay. So how much money are we talking about here?
That was just the one ship. That was the first time there's ever been $1,000 in the.
That was the first time you ever took over 1,000?
Yes, that's the because there's never been that much in the till before.
Okay. But if again, give me a ballpark number other than 3,000.
Over 4.
Over 4? Are we maybe more towards 5, possibly?
Probably.
Probably. Okay. Is it over 5? Are you sure? You're 100% sure that you did not take over $5,000?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I'm not trying to push it.
No,
but
I know.
But you know that I know the amount. Okay. I know that kind of sounded a little bit confusing, but I know you know the amount of money that you took.
I don't know
It might not be to
exactly.
the exact dollar, but so we're talking about 5. You took over up to $5,000. Is that correct? Okay. Do you want to say anything to them about what you did, about, you know?
Can I have her amend her statement?
We
That's her
talked.
written statement.
It was 3, but I really didn't count it to the dollars.
You want to amend your statement and add 5 in there instead?
Yes.
Yeah, it's fine. I know you're not going to know the exact dates, but do you remember like what day of the week it was when you did it at least, or anything like that?
No,
No, just whenever you were working.
not every shift.
Not every shift, but just when you thought the coast was clear, and you were able to get into the till without anyone seeing. Okay. So if you haven't figured it out already, you are going to be placed under arrest. Okay. So we are going to head down to the jail. You will be able to bond out. Okay. So what I'm going to have you do is you're going to walk out to my car with me. Okay. I won't cuff you in front of everybody, out of respect. Okay, I'll save you the humiliation. Okay, because you're being pretty honest with me from the beginning, and I take that with a great amount of respect. Okay, so you respect me, I respect you. Now we try to run or get funny or do anything. I have this cool Batman utility belt where I can use a lot of things that I don't want to use. Okay.
So it's fine.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you were gonna walk in front of me. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, you have nothing else in your pockets, right?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I don't think.
What's up? Leave that in your pocket. I'm talking like knives or anything like that. Nothing in your bra, anything like that? I have to ask. Alright, easiest way in is to sit down butt first and then pull your feet in, okay?
Well, I'm big, so.
Yeah. I understand. I'm a big guy too.
The woman was charged with grand theft of up to $5,000. Thanks for watching today's video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe for more of our content.